I wanted to hop on because we are closing out 2020, and I'm sure you have a lot to say about it. I'm sure many people have a lot to say about it. And what I want to do is encourage you to think about what you're going to do differently in 2021. It is my mission to make the world a better place by helping speakers communicate with dignity, authenticity, and heart.
They care about the way that you make them feel.
Absolutely.
I need to be 100% unabashedly myself and bring all of myself to my talk to be able to create the change and the transformation that I want.
Almost like inviting each other to share their deepest selves, to unwrap their layers, and to be vulnerable in a real way and see that change happen.
It lit up my whole day, and I think it lit up a lot of people's days. And if you can do that, then you've done your thing.
You know, that almost consent and control and being able to really say, like, this is the piece of me that I'm ready for everyone to see. And there may be some that I keep for myself, and that gets to be part of the story too.
And the human connection is not, as we have learned, always going to be possible for all different reasons.
You know, taking a hefty dose of my own medicine.
So powerful.
See the gift in it, speak it, offer it to others, so that the person that's going through that can be free and can be freed.
Just be yourself and not be perfect or be a flawed human being. So that teaches me to be kinder on myself in whatever I do.
Repetition is the mother of, mastering any skill.
The game of life is meant to be enjoyed, and we just got to keep playing.
It's that excitement and that hunger for more, to explore more and to share more and ultimately have an even bigger impact.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. You are going to have massive impact.
It's okay. Like, get on and people will appreciate it no matter what's going on. Just don't be afraid to do it.
So true. Don't be afraid to do it because your voice matters. It is our responsibility to say, I am your ally.
Hot damn.
Really, really important.
If I don't share my story, it's like I'm doing a disservice to the people around me.
You are speaking my language, Linnell.
I think it's, the times are right for these type of messages and support.
Well, thank you for the incredible contributions that you are making in the world and giving yourself permission to now do it from a big stage, a big platform.
Thank you, Tricia.
Thank you so much, Tricia.
This has been a great conversation.
I really felt like you understood me.
I appreciate that you are showing up in this way, Gail.
Thank you.
Go tell your story and make the world a better place. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks, Tricia.
Love spending time with you, and thanks for having this.
I received hundreds of applications when I was the executive producer of TEDx Lincoln Square in New York City, and have since put more than 45 speakers onto more than 15 TEDx stages. I wanted TEDx Broadway when I applied, but that was taken, so I went with TEDx Lincoln Square. There are plenty of amazing events out there run by incredible producers. Today, I am going to give my analysis of Michelle Obama's opening night speech at last night's Democratic National Convention. What I've learned from PewDiePie: be yourself, talk about what you know, and get vulnerable. According to most studies, people's number one fear is public speaking. Number two is death. Death is number two. Does that sound right? This means to the average person, if you go to a funeral, you're better off in the casket than doing the eulogy. This is a quote by Jerry Seinfeld, and it sums up the intensity of fearing public speaking perfectly. A dramaturg is a critical thinker who analyzes the text, asks questions, and can bridge the gap between what's on the page and what the writer wants to communicate. If you don't believe you have any ideas, don't panic. They're in there. You just haven't been taught where to look. We as an audience want and need to feel that your idea worth spreading also resonates with us. If you just start, you will eventually get words onto the page. And guess what? You're going to be one step closer to your game-changing big talk. Consider all of your movement choices, and when you rehearse your talk, don't be afraid to call it choreography. Being conscious of why you're moving and when during a beat change or a dramatic intention moment will elevate your talk to the next level. So when you tear up every time you're saying something in your talk that you believe to be really, really important, ask yourself if those tears are real or if they are from your bag of tricks. Don't reach into it. I promise you don't need it. Don't worry, I got you. Memorize your talk, physicalize your talk, and visualize your talk. These are the pliés you should be doing every day so that your talk becomes effortless and awesome. You know what's going to happen to your body when you perform in front of people, and you can rehearse it over and over and become more and more comfortable with nerves. You want to be rock solid on how you end your talk. Sometimes it's all people will remember, and if you memorize anything, it must be the ending so that you can ensure that you're going to nail it. All of my speakers memorize their talks. It's something that I put into practice as a director. However, I am willing to give you some tips on how to use bullet points effectively in your speech. You always want to share a biography that is in third person, and this is because your host is going to introduce you with this content. Your experience in life is how and what makes you such an incredible, commanding, authentic, and captivating speaker. Stay out of your own way and move toward your greatness today. It takes tons of practice, but when you're struggling in rehearsal, during rewrites, and having overwhelming negative feelings, hopefully you can stop judging yourself and leave that to everyone else. By asking specific questions, you are going to get feedback on what you can actually address and put into action in a short amount of time. Being specific is how this is accomplished, and having purpose means you are going to be a captivating speaker. Unconscious movement is the best way to distract everyone from your big idea. They're going to be watching you wander around the stage instead of listening to you inspire them. Less is how you can be effective in sharing your big idea. Never use air quotes. They work for Dr. Evil. They don't work for you or me or anyone else. Affirm to the audience that anything is possible, and with your support, your pledge from that stage, they can become a part of something impactful. I hope that you start using story arc in your work as a public speaker today so that you can start having the global impact I know you want. And a keynote structure is simple. Start by sharing why you are the credible expert. Tell us what you're going to cover it, solve the problem with actionable takeaways, summarize, and then call to action. And this will put you top of mind when events are looking for speakers in your area of expertise. And that's what we want. We want to make the world a better place by sharing important ideas and stories. People will connect with your company and your message because the idea you are sharing inspires them to do that. And then, once you have inspired growth in your business and sales have increased and you're selling your books and you're getting booked onto big stages, you can get to all of the good stuff, which is serving people. This is how you become the speaker they ask back every single year. These are sure ways to hook your audience so you never see the tops of their heads at your next event. I hope this helps you reframe your no into not yet. Don't you want to ride that wave? If you decide to drop in and engage, you will ride that wave every single time. And this is how you deliver a rock star performance every single time. I hope this helps you get clear on how to move from being a good speaker to a great speaker. You've got this. Write that award-winning script. Give that standing ovation-worthy performance and take it all the way to the bank. Be the speaker that you are meant to be. Stay on your beautiful, unique path and trust the process. It is your point of view of the world that makes you uniquely you, and we want to hear it spoken from you. I believe in you and your powerful ideas, and I want everyone to see you, to hear you, and to be moved by your story. You are going to become a far more masterful speaker, and you will learn to master the art of public speaking. I look forward to supporting you in 2021. Happy New Year, everybody. Big love.